How can I tell if my child has autism?
What are the causes?
Is it a contagious disease?
Can my children get this?
Are there treatments that I can get?
How did my child get this?
Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to be trapped in your own mind? Try being a child with autism. Dr. Ivar Lovas was one of the first people to apply intensive care and training methods to children with autism.
Look, do this. Good, do this. Good girl, do this. Very nice.
Long training procedures help children with developmental disabilities gain various learning skills through ethical and empirical procedures. He designed the Lovas model of applied behavior analysis to enhance social and verbal skills to children who struggle with communicating, whether they were slightly verbal or not.
Good girl, very good.
Well, the most important aspect of the treatment, I think, would be to define what behaviors it is that you want the patient to be responsible for. And then secondly, what the consequences are that you invoke for those behaviors. The treatment becomes then the structuring of a special environment, a special society.
Autism, or autism spectrum disorder, has become a common misconception amongst the society. Some may believe that children diagnosed with autism are subjected to being labeled rather than titled autistic. Others are unaware of autism and how fast this disorder is growing. You should see the new generation's reactions when they are asked about autism, and the answers might surprise you. Coming up next on the demystification of autism.
Autism is...
Let's go on overtime.
Overtime Sports Bar and Grill is a comfortable atmosphere that serves great food and drinks. Try our famous mouth-watering wings and stop in during happy hour, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., where you can receive 2 for $5 drinks, such as our famous Bob Marley's. Play pool, grab a drink, and socialize with friends. Because if you have extra time, go into overtime. Located in Skidaway Square.
Savannah State University welcomes Richard R. Wright Senior Hall to the Savannah State family. Built in the mid-1950s, Wright Hall was established, but was later demolished. Nearly 5 decades later, Tiger Point was built, and was later renamed after Richard Robert Wright Sr. Wright, the first president and founder of Georgia State Industrial College for colored youth in 1891, began SSU with 8 students, but by the end of his term, the number of students grew dramatically. Wright had many achievements, one being the creation of National Freedom Day to commemorate President Lincoln signing the Declaration on February 1st, 1865. Wright passed away at age 94. This co-ed residence facility accepts all classifications, containing 52 rooms. Wright Hall includes single private rooms with a private bathroom and 2-person semi-private rooms with a shared bathroom. This residence hall is one of out of 9 housing facilities on Savannah State's campus.
Autism is a disease that some kids have where they have a slower learning. It is a disease. A speaking disorder.
Something people don't they make outbursts and stuff?
It's a mental disease usually associated with children.
Autism is children.
You can't be able to like function probably like your brain. You can't like read probably, can't really walk.
Autism is a disease
that someone is born with, and it's a brain disease, I believe.
I don't really know, but I know it is a mental disorder and it's really serious.
According to the Autism Science Foundation, autism is a neurological disorder that affects a person's behavior as well as their social and communication skills. Autism can be referred to as autism spectrum disorder. People with ASD, especially children, may have learning difficulties, trouble paying attention, and unusual movements. Let's hear from a specialist.
Autism is a neurological disorder with accompanying speech and language delays that affects children, primarily those that are male. It's for every 1 and 4 out of 4 kids there are males with autism, and basically it affects their ability to communicate as well as their ability to be social with the people around them. About, 8 years ago, my nephew Caleb was diagnosed with autism at the age of 18 months. He was not talking. He had very restrictive interests where he would line up his blocks and run back and forth. And as a fresh graduate out of Georgia Southern in Child and Family Development, I noticed that that was not typical development for him, so we got him assessed and we were told by a neurologist that he had autism. So at that point, I quit my job and I began to study more applied behavior analysis and treatments for children with autism, and that's why I'm here today. Currently, full-time for the first 10 months of the year. I am the behavior consultant and outreach coordinator for the Matthew Reardon Center for Autism. And whenever my nephew started summer camp, when he was old enough to start a summer camp about 5 years ago, we were told that he could not come to the YMCA anymore. So at that point, he was going back and forth to my mother's house, which was 2 hours away, and that was just too stressful for him and my sister, so I decided to come up with Friends. And what Friends stand for is Finding Resources and Educational Needs and Development Services, and we essentially started that organization so that we can be a friend to other people so that they can also have the resources that we do not also have. So what Friends does currently, we help find resources for people with autism and related developmental disabilities, and most importantly, we offer us enriched summer camp service for them, which is an 8-week program in the summer that starts in June, ends in July. It's a full week program where they come Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 3, and we offer field trips, aftercare. We do a full curriculum that encompasses art, reading, mathematics skills, social skills, language, and so forth.
My name is Robin Sanford. I was an intern at Friends Summer Camp this past summer.
Hi, my name is Ashley Jordan, and I also was an intern, and now I am a teacher at Friends Summer Camp. I was a lead teacher, and she was an intern, and basically we just worked with kids who were on the lower end and higher end spectrum of autism, which is basically kids that were nonverbal and kids that were fully verbal but just wasn't able to express themselves in certain aspects. So we helped guide them through just lessons that would help them outside of the camp.
It was a great experience, you know. Going in I was scared, but it's a really great experience because the children are so fun, they're so full of life, and they actually taught me a lesson.
My experience was pretty amazing. All of the kids are extremely fun, and no matter if they were on the lower end spectrum, higher end spectrum, where they couldn't really express themselves, everything was always just very lively. Every child will teach you something different about yourself, as well as teach you how to be just a better person in general. All of the kids, they just will make you smile at every point in every day. Like, even when you get frustrated, you just have to, you just look at them and they just make you smile, and it was just pretty amazing.
We worked in the same class together. It was great. I feel like I got lifelong friends. They are awesome. I feel like I can go to them about anything, and it's crazy because a summer just got us connected like that.
It was pretty amazing actually, because all of us are some big kids. none of us really, like, we took our job very seriously because we're dealing with, you know, children with disabilities, but we all love to be on their level. We just, you know, got down to their level, like when it came to painting. We did musical chairs, we did outside, we was playing kickball with them. I mean, it was just amazing to actually find people that take your job as serious as you do, but then can also be very playful and childlike. Being an intern 1 year, you got to learn just the disabilities that some of them have, and you know, then becoming a teacher, it was very great. I just felt like, you know, some of these kids just, they're so lively. A lot of people don't get to experience that because they're just put off of, you know, the children and who they are, and you know, you just don't understand them. And so being able to work with them and being their teacher, we did so many different things that people would never expect children who are autistic to be able to do. So it was just, I don't know, it was just a rewarding feeling just being able to be a voice for some of them who couldn't speak, because some are lower in spectrum students where they can't speak. They have to literally do everything off of gestures. And there's some that are on the higher end spectrum and they can fully speak, but they're just not able to express themselves emotionally. So being a teacher was pretty rewarding. Like, all of my kids, I love them to death, and they're just great kids.
Yeah, as an intern, I enjoyed my experience. Like, the kids taught me, don't take stuff for granted. Like, just enjoy every single day of your life, because like they do.
Some of them are looked at like as if like they can't express themselves because a lot of people don't understand them. And so being able to work in this field, you just look at them and, you know, now they feel like they can actually come to you. They're more open to speak to you. They're more open to actually show you who they actually are. So it was pretty amazing to just, every day was completely different. There was not one day that was the same. I mean, like, sometimes we were dancing with them. Some of them, we played musical chairs. They used to boot us out of our chair. I mean, these are some of them that were not very verbal or even vocal at all, and they would partake in all of these, you know, these activities. A lot of their parents would come to us and just, you know, they saw the progress within their kids. So I mean, just little things that we were able to do, you know, as staff members, and we're not even, you know, graduated yet and whatnot. I feel like it made an impact on their lives, and they also made like an amazing impact on our lives.
I will be graduating in December 2015 with a degree in behavior analysis. What I plan on doing after I graduate, I'll most likely be working with kids with developmental disabilities.
I'll be graduating May of 2015 in also behavior analysis, and I plan on going back to Augusta maybe, and teaching in special needs.
They can't stay focused with their eyes, like they'll look away, or like they'll focus on something else instead of the main objective.
As of now, there is no cure for autism, but there is treatments that will help it from progressing worse.
Hi, my name is Kenya Hunter, and I have 2 kids with autism, and they names are Kayron and Caitlin.
What's your name?
Kayron.
And how old are you?
9. My name is Caitlin.
And how old are you? So funny.
How old is?
5.
6.
6.
What you learned today in school?
Numbers.
Numbers? Okay. What you learned in school?
Like work.
A lot of work. What school you go to?
Matt-Williamson.
Kayron and Kaylin were both diagnosed with autism at a young age. When finding out her first child, Kayron, had autism at 18 months, Kenya was afraid.
Kayron was diagnosed at the age of 18 months, and when the first day that they came back, the results came back, I was so scared that I almost wrecked my car outside Stripe, the gate coming in there, where I used to work at, and I was very scared.
Tired.
15 months, he stopped going back to the baby version. Like, he can't swaddle. He had trouble swaddling. He had trouble writing. He had trouble standing up. He was, his functioning was very, very low. Like, maybe a 3-month-old baby. With Caitlin, They just diagnosed her age of 4 years old. But it's very my daughter. She's normal, but she do need help in school. What school you go to?
I go to
Haven Elementary. I would tell the parents with autistic kids to seek help and try to get whatever.
Coming up next on the Demystification of Autism.
My name is Darren Cobb, and I have a brother with autism. My brother was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2. It was a very shocking thing for the family because we didn't really know what it was.
Come on down to Nairobi's Grits and Gravy, where we love you more than biscuits and gravy, and keep it simple and tasty. We have a variety of foods to choose from: a seafood omelet, salmon breakfast, and fried chicken and grits. We also have a patio for you to enjoy the nice weather with our special lemonade to help cool you down in these hot Savannah mornings.
Come on by Grits and Gravy, located at 2019 Harrison Street, where we're filled with food, family, friends, and fun.
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, ricochet, you take your aim. Fire away, shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
Don't wait until the flowers start blooming to get motivated. Spring break is right around the corner, so let's get those bodies in shape. Beach bodies are made in the winter so you can show them off in the summer. Come on up to Wiley Wilcox or Tiger Arena and tighten up those glutes and abs. Remember, if you take care of your body will take care of you.
My name is Darren Cobb, and I have a brother with autism. My brother was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2. It was a very shocking thing for the family because we didn't really know what it was, and so we went about the process with specifically my parents. They would take them to a behavior therapist every week, and he began to grow throughout those periods, but it was a little rough but challenging because, you know, that's just something that you don't expect, especially when no one else in the family, you know, it has been diagnosed with it. That I've never even talked about until now because I just felt like people wouldn't understand. If you don't have anybody with autism, you really can't understand, you know, what it's like or what it is. And, you know, it it makes me feel some type of way because people are so judgmental, and you know, it does something to me. But my goal at this point is to basically make it more aware and to show people exactly what it is, and you know, let them know that it can happen to anybody. No, we didn't know anything about autism. And honestly, just recently, it's become a bigger issue than it was back then. You have celebrities such as Toni Braxton, Tommy Hilfiger, Jim Carrey, Tisha Campbell. All these people have autistic children because these are famous people. It's something that, you know, they advocate on television quite a bit, and because these people are making it so known, it's causing people who aren't even celebrities to, you know, be more aware of it and understand that, like I said before, it can happen to anybody. those are like maybe a few cousins, uncles, and aunts. They don't really know about it specifically. They don't really know the details about it. But at the end of the day, we're a great family. We all stay connected. So, you know, we're there for him. You don't even have to ever worry about him, you know, in the future, because he'll always have somebody to lean on. So we're very protective of him, and he's very loved by the family.
It has been proven that autistic children can live a typical and healthy life. With our help, we can make people aware about autism and eliminate all the unknown answers about this disorder.
I think, in my opinion, people with autism are the best people that you can be around. My nephew always brings just a wealth of joy when he's in my company, and I think most parents are skeptical about it because they're different. But I think everybody is different. I have my quirks, you may have your quirks, but people with autism's quirks are a little bit more pronounced, and they're just out of the norm. But you just begin to love the kids that do have this disorder. They are learning new things each and every day, and it's just a blessing to be in their presence. I would say first and foremost, go to autismspeaks.org and begin to study upon what autism is, what it looks like, and how to identify the signs and symptoms so that you can educate yourself and others around you. And then next, start a support group or get into a forum, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or online in some way, just to get around other individuals that are knowledgeable about that. And then begin to educate people in your surroundings so that everybody can advocate for those who have autism.
It's about that time, ladies and gents. I hope you all can describe autism, disseminate information about autism, and most importantly, demystify the importance of autism. Thank you for tuning in to the Demystification of Autism. See you soon.